region, including the cities of Manassas and Manassas Park. My name is Jay Torres, and I am a Vice Chair of Programs for the Prince William County Arts Council. I originally hail from New York and reside in Woodbridge with my wife Soteri, seated here. I have been involved in the arts for over 30 years. So, did you hear? We are celebrating the 30th birthday of the Arts Council. On behalf of the Arts Council Chair, Susan Landis, and the array of Arts Council members that work tirelessly to make this event happen, let's get this party started. Since this beautiful hall was engineered to have every seat no further than 80 viewing feet from the stage, and we've taken over the orchestra seats, you all in the house are seated in clusters with our many presenters and speakers at the end of rows for easy access to our 2 staging areas. Those of you who are joining us virtually on live stream, you will also have a bird's eye view. This was delivered today by a postal courier. It's from the United States Senate. It's addressed to all of us. And it reads, "Dear friends, I am pleased to extend my warmest greetings to all who are gathered for the 2022 Kathleen Seefeldt Awards for Excellence in the Arts and 30th birthday party for the Prince William County Arts Council. The arts have a unique way of connecting us with one another. Whether working together to complete a piece or contemplating one with others, the arts allow us to interact and express ourselves in different forms. Since 1992, the Prince William County Arts Council has advanced the arts in the community and showcased the talent of local artists. Today, we celebrate your 30 years of service and the accomplishments of this year's honorees. Your work has enriched the lives of your neighbors and empowered them to communicate in new and important ways. I send my best wishes for a fulfilling and successful event. Sincerely, Mark R. Warner, United States Senator." Isn't that awesome? Well, Senator Warner is a part of the driving force that brought the Hudson Performing Arts Center to us and has been in the House many times. I know he wishes he could have greeted us personally. On stage, we have this evening Ms. Kathleen Seefeldt, the namesake of the awards. Under her leadership as the chair of the Prince William Board of County Supervisors from 1991 to 1999, our county became one connected by a parkway. According to Ms. Seefeldt, in 1992, the Arts Council was created as a home for the arts in our community and to provide input to the BOCS on the annual distribution of funding. We are an advisory body to the Prince William County Board of Supervisors from 1992 through now. From our charter in 2018, the council shall promote and support local artists and arts organizations and enlighten and educate audiences about the arts in Prince William County, the city of Manassas, and the city of Manassas Park, hereinafter referred to as the Greater Prince William area. Ms. Seefeldt, we thank you so much for being a part of this year's event planning committee and supporting our efforts over the last 30 years. Thank you so much. During this time, the council has supported the development of the county's strategic planning and 5- and 10-year goal setting. I know you're looking forward to tonight's celebration of the Arts Council and our artists, so let's begin. In 2014, a dedicated group within the Arts Council established Prince William County's inaugural Poet Laureate program, the first county in the Commonwealth of Virginia to do so. There were 2 crowned. Zen Haley's mom is here tonight. Where is she? Can you raise your hand? Okay. Sitting with our 3rd laureate, Kathy Smaltz. Firefighter EMT Laureate number 4, Natalie Potel, is in a graduate class tonight and sends her poetic words of greeting. Our 5th Poet Laureate, Kim B. Miller, was crowned with her laurel wreath in October of 2020 on Poet Laureate Day, proclaimed by the Prince William Board of County Supervisors each year by resolution. Did you know that you can be the next Poet Laureate for Prince William County for 2022 to 2024 term? Please check out the Art Council's table of information later for an application. The deadline is June 15th. Now, please give a warm welcome to our 2020 to 2022 Poet Laureate, Kim B. Miller.
Hello. Okay, we're going to try this again. Hello. Hey, there we go, there we go. So this poem, now if you're not in it, don't be mad. Say, don't be mad. Okay, here we go. Prince William County, yes. We are that county where nature feeds beauty to diverse hues. Families of trees welcome visitors. Leaves bow and the arts bloom endlessly on planted dreams. With over 40 local parks, 2 national parks, 3 regionals, and 1 state park, parks breathe here. The largest illustration of gorgeous greenery in the national park system is here. It's naturally called Prince William Forest Park. Their streams swim with the sunlight as the moonlight patiently waits her turn. Water flows. Lisa Vanier State Park is where water chooses its next partner. This gem is almost completely surrounded by water, nature's swimming pool. 2 creeks, Nabasco and Powell's and the Potomac River, help keep this park hydrated. Canoes and boats occasionally accompany the wind as the waves ask for some company. The almost musical ripples of water have their own performance daily. In Prince William County, the arts are infused with nature. Where else can we get entertained in an open-air outdoor stadium, walk trails, play miniature golf, and then decide if tennis or volleyball is your next court? Who knew a town named Triangle would have a park with too many angles to name? Locust shade, your tranquil environment is an entity of beauty. Poetically speaking, with the forte of June, we were poetically in the forefront. The first county to embrace the power of words wrapped in poetry. Unpoetically stated, we were historically first. The first county in Virginia to have a poet laureate, actually 2. We watched word petals fall and we rewrote it into poetic verses. Alice, Nancy, and Kathy cultivated poetic growth. The arts were nourished. Music was embraced. Places for melodies to soar are planted here. Jiffy Lube Live, great acoustics at every ticket, 10,000 seats. Bring your own chair, around 15,000 for a little bit of coziness. But we're not done. The Hilton Performing Arts Center, yes, that's Hilton with a Y, is an elegant venue. There are so many theatrically diverse spaces to choose from, each one exquisitely customized to suit your vision. Look at us here today. Next, let's look at some shopping. Some of you a little bit too much. Manassas Mall, where literally you have racing, like some of you do on 95. But this time in the Audubon Indoor Speedway. But not to be outdone, perhaps the largest outlet mall in Virginia, Potomac Mills. There is a mosaic of stores intertwined with several places to satisfy your appetite. While movies flow on AMC, maybe you have time to catch a Bahama breeze. Restaurants await your palate. We enjoy diverse flavors like welcomed friendships. So we don't let loud horns stop us in our tracks. If you love the roar of trains and a community atmosphere, stop by Manassas. Girani Coffee House serves warm smiles and hot coffee. Open mics found a home in a house that embraces all performers. Music, poetry, comedy flow as beautifully as their tea does. They foster a hot grill next door. Burgers and more await your order. While hot grease makes fries dance, we wait to eat. If eclectic speaks to you more, then there's a mariachi band not too far away. Dance your way down to the restaurant next door. All three believe food is a love language we all whisper out loud. By the way, I mean by the paint. You're that close, so you might as well stop at the Art Factory. Art has a space and is there, it's embraced, it's entertained, it's welcomed, it's experienced. It is an artistic library of beautiful vision, not seen through a collective of books, but seen through bold art. Where does the arts, education, shopping, and nature live? They all live here. Art gives birth to contentment. Joy connects us to appreciation. There is obvious and completely overlooked beauty in so many places. I couldn't touch them all in this poem. Let's explore them all together. This is a community poem. You write the next stanza. Tell me what's beautiful to you.
Poetically speaking, this reminds me of a special note of protocol for acknowledgement of all of our elected officials and public servants interspersed in the audience tonight. Each and every one of these 20-plus leaders will be acknowledged by title and name when they join us in celebrating, congratulating, and commemorating this evening. Time to start counting. I now have the honor of welcoming Virginia State Senator of the 29th District, Senator Jeremy McPike. Senator.
Thank you, Jay. It is an honor and privilege to be here. You all look beautiful. Isn't it great to be back in a place to enjoy each other's presence and celebrate the arts? And Kathy, I was thinking about it the other day. It was probably 35 years ago I met you and Bob. And I don't think back then we would have thought that the next part of the stanza would be places like this in Prince William. And it's due to the leadership of folks like yourselves to see that vision and help us become a greater Prince William that embraces the arts. So thank you. Have the honor and privilege to, on behalf of the General Assembly, commemorate 30 years of the Arts Council in Prince William. I did want to recognize our other members of the delegation that are here. Delegate Michelle Maldonado and Delegate Brianna Sewell. So Senate Joint Resolution number 610 reads as follows. Whereas for 30 years, Prince William County Arts Council has supported local artists and helped residents of Greater Prince William area learn about, experience, and better appreciate the visual and performing arts. And whereas the Prince William County Arts Council was established in 1992 to stimulate growth in local arts sector and help make the arts accessible to residents of Prince William County, Manassas, and Manassas Park. Whereas the Prince William County Arts Council coordinates public facility use for local artists, advocates for art education, and enhances community engagement through a wide range of festivals, programs, and activities. And whereas artist members of the Prince William County Arts Council have earned local, regional, statewide, and national recognition for their outstanding work, which is reflected in the talent, ability, and diversity of our community. And whereas to honor and celebrate artists, arts organizations, volunteers, educators, and businesses that demonstrate a commitment to public service and support for the arts, the Prince William County Arts Council presents the annual Kathleen K. Seefeldt Award for Arts Excellence, which is named for the first female chair of the Prince William County Board of Supervisors, and who also played a key role in the founding of the Prince William County Arts Council. Therefore, be it resolved by the Senate of Virginia and the House of Delegates that Prince William County Arts Council hereby be commended on the occasion of its 30th anniversary. Thank you, Kathleen Seefeldt. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator, for initiating the celebrating of our community's milestones, successful business starts, and anniversaries. There are several artists, organizations, and community members who have been the proud recipients of your outreach in this manner. We did take the liberty of calling ours a birthday, though, my idea. Hope you don't mind. As we prepare for our first award, I wish to thank Cheryl Bass for helping us present the art glass plaques to our honorees. They're beautiful. She is a current member of the executive board of the Hilton Performing Arts Center and the former vice mayor for the city of Manassas. I understand your Arts Council logo pedal would be red for the genre of dance. Our first award is for Outstanding Volunteer in the Arts. The criteria for this category are serving a significant amount of time and dedicating a significant number of hours to arts service, having duties and accomplishments that are more significant than other volunteers supporting the arts, having an innovative and unique approach to service, mobilizing other volunteers and generating helpful resources, engaging in significant ongoing or specific arts activities. The 2022 nominees include a wife and husband team who support many arts organizations finding props and building sets, an active arts council director who also has a leadership role within her arts organization, a volunteer wearing many hats within a ballet company, and a unique collective of artists and citizens who strive to foster the arts within their city and beyond. And now, I call to our second stage podium, Terry Stackley, the artist director of member organization, the Lake Ridge Chorale, to share the testimonial nominating our 2022 awardee.
Lynn Godino is an elected director of the Arts Council and has been active as a volunteer with just about every event and outreach. Prior to the pandemic shutdown, she would take a bin of Arts Council swag and our arts organization's marketing pieces to display and present at functions. For the 2021 Seefeldt Awards program last May, her support for the preparation of the virtual presentation was invaluable. Lynn helped not only her Lake Ridge Chorale, but the other performance groups in securing their videos. This includes 3 other Arts Council organizations in the house this evening: Tema Choir, USA. The Students of Divine Inspiration Center of the Arts, and Manassas Symphony Orchestra's postlude. Lynn assisted with the preparation of the scripts and credits, the securing of area businesses' thank you gifts for the student performers, and the filming days in April to make the program a huge success. For tonight's program, Lynn coordinated the catering bids to ensure that we would have a delightful dessert reception, and all the while we were submitting her nomination for this award unbeknownst to her. As a founding member of the Lake Ridge Chorale, Lynn has been and continues to be instrumental, pun intended, in keeping it a strong nonprofit organization. Lynn was one of the panel members that wrote the bylaws and standing rules for the chorale, spending several hours a week discussing and reviewing the documents. She was also elected our very first president, organizing board meetings and participating in every committee. In particular, Lynn headed the publicity committee and continues to do so today, marketing the chorale and our concerts, working on our programs, selling ads, and helping to put the yearly program together. Most recently, during the pandemic, Lynn has also been our liaison with venues to assure that COVID-19 safety protocol is being followed. Plus, Lynn is also an active singing member of the Lake Ridge Chorale and considered a section leader for the altos. On a personal note, I've known Lynn for more than 25 years, and I can attest that she is an avid and dedicated supporter of the arts. She earned a master's degree from George Mason in anthropology and is the mother of 3 children, one part of the technical staff for our program this evening. Congratulations, Lynn.
All right, Lynn, please come on up to the stage to receive your award. Lake Ridge Chorale members Terry Stackley and Liz Holmes will congratulate Lynn and pose for our photographer. We are appreciative of all the nominees in this category and thank all of those who volunteer and give of their time so the arts can flourish.
Lynn, 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 Lynn.
We began with the Senate of the United States Congress and then the Commonwealth of Virginia. Mayors Jeanette Rochelle and Michelle Davis Younger and Board of County Supervisors Chair Ann Wheeler have commitments as our jurisdiction's leaders this evening. All 3 made sure we were covered, though. Next, we have the City of Manassas Park, Vice Mayor Preston Banks, and City Councilwoman Elena Mensing have a resolution from their City Council. Accepting on behalf of the Arts Council are Director Ebenezer Alote of the Tema Choir USA and individual artist and conductor of the New Dominion Choraleers, Catherine Nelson Tracy. Yes, Mike.
Thank you, Jay. And thank you, Susan Landis and the Prince William Arts Council. The Manassas Park Proclamation 30th anniversary of the Prince William County Arts Council reads as follows. Whereas in 1992, the Prince William County Park Authority established the Prince William County Arts Council as an advisory body to promote and support excellence and growth of the greater Prince William area arts community, including Manassas Park, Prince William County, and Manassas. And
whereas the Prince William County Arts Council passionately pursues its stated mission to enlighten and educate audiences about the visual, literary, and performing arts in the city of Manassas Park, Prince William County, and the city of Manassas. And whereas the Arts Council executes its stated purpose to promote and support the excellence and growth of the arts community through publicity, promotion, organizational development support, and building use coordination. And
whereas the Arts Council has fostered programs, events, and festivals that celebrate the arts in the schools in Manassas Park, the Manassas Park Community Center, and grounds, parks, and historic sites, and other venues in the city of Manassas Park, bringing tourists and visitors to the city. And whereas the Arts Council continues to include and engage Manassas Park City's residents, artists, and staff as directors and members of the council in its 30-year history. And
whereas the Arts Council, over 25-year history of the Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards for Arts Excellence programs, have championed and continue to celebrate the City of Manassas Park's artists, educators, volunteers, patrons, business supporters, and art organizations with honors recognizing their service to our community. And whereas the 2022 Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards for Arts Excellence program event on May 12, 2022, will include volunteers to the Planning Committee and residents of Manassas, its recognition. And
whereas the Prince William County Arts Council is celebrating its 30th anniversary year in 2022, now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and the City Council of Manassas Park, meeting in regular session on April 19, 2022, does acknowledge and congratulate the Prince William County Arts Council on its 30th birthday year.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Banks and Councilwoman Mensing. Our second award is for the Outstanding Patron of the Arts. The criteria for this category are that the candidate is an individual leader, advocate, or friend of the arts whose support positively impacts the arts in the region, establishes innovative and creative events, programs, or materials to benefit the arts, promotes the arts in a leadership role in the community in ways that have a significant impact on artists. Our 2022 nominees include an artist/musician/storyteller who portrays Kurdish culture, and the executive director of an arts center in Lake Ridge who has also served on our Arts Council Board of Directors as the vice chair of marketing. To our second stage podium, I call the gallery curator of the Art Factory and an Arts Council Director, Jordan Exum, to present the testimonial nominating the honoree for the Outstanding Patron of the Arts.
Luqman Ahmad is a multi-talented artist, musician, storyteller, and supporter of the arts through his vision and expression. As a Kurdish American arriving in the United States in 2010 and living in Manassas Park since 2020, he has brought the many-faceted cultural aspects of the Kurdish people to life. Ahmad was born in Syria, and his life changed dramatically after the outbreak of civil war in his country. In both visual artistry and musical performance, Ahmad is self-educated. He has not been schooled in the mixed media visual arts, nor can he read music. His mixed media creations come from his heart as he uses both black and vivid colors to depict the themes with significant canvas space to strong women, powerful horses, and humanity. The many images of horses in his paintings have emerged from his Kurdish cultural history in songs sung and description by others. These traits all exemplify a patron of the arts who empowers others to seek the artist within themselves. His deep feelings are the first things he puts to paper before technique or type of media enters the picture. He plays the tambour quite well, displaying an expert musical prowess that is unique. Both his visual arts and musicianship inspire those who view and witness Lukman's humanness. He is innovative because he has developed all of this artistry by bringing the audience into his world. They too can experience deep emotions and share their experiences to become part of a community. From his words, he is deeply in touch with his people and expresses imagination and experiences with authenticity. His homage and deep sense of belonging to the Kurdish land is emphatically portrayed. He knows that 1,000 stories were forgotten. His solo exhibition at the Art Factory in Manassas, where I am the gallery curator from March to April, unveiled the other side of the coin, combining the tragedy of death and yet hope for the future. His pieces weave the stories of the Kurdish people and truly all people, with images emanating from the minds of women who he credits with being the keepers of history and the strength of the communities. For the gallery reception welcoming the community, Lukman designed a special musical experience with Kurdish, Iranian, and Greek music, all intended to immerse our community in themes of family, community, and hopefulness. Lukman's creative spirit has been invited and shared throughout Europe, the Middle East, Asia, Northern Africa, in DC at the Foundry, the Jerusalem Fund, Voice of America Galleries, Vermont's West Brandy and Sculpture Park, Artomatic in Maryland, the University of North Carolina, and the Workhouse Arts Center in Lorton. By including us in his work, Greater Prince William has a patron for an inclusive sense of belonging and connection. We should all look forward to Lukman belonging in our community.
Lukman Ahmad, please come to the stage to receive your award. Here? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan is joined by our previous Manassas Park City Council presenters and Ms. Pam Calso, Associate Superintendent of Schools. Lukman made Manassas Park his home in 2020. Congratulations. If you know your world history, patrons of the arts have existed for centuries. We are proud to have two excellent supporters of the arts among our 2022 nominees for patron. Newsflash! United States Congressman Jerry Connolly, who serves the eastern portion of Prince William County, is in the midst of congressional responsibilities. His district director, Marlon Dewison, drove here with hot off the press copies of the congressional record. Prince William County Executive Elijah Johnson, your presence is requested on stage with Marlon. Without opposition.
Good evening. My name is Marlon Debuson. I'm the district director for Congressman Jerry Connolly. The congressman wishes he could be here this evening, but he sends his best to you all, as this is, of course, his favorite county that he represents. But our office is honored to be a part of this 30th anniversary celebration. And thank you to Ms. Seefeldt for her vision and the vision that she had for the arts in Prince William County that allows it to be the diverse and inclusive county that it is today. And as we continue to celebrate, we celebrate the honorees that also play a huge role in that vision and in that inclusive nature. And to celebrate these honorees, we have the congressional record. The congressman has entered it without opposition from the other side of the aisle. So we are happy that this passed unanimously, and thank you for having us here tonight.
Excellent, without opposition. That's the way it should be, right? You're all here with us tonight because you support the arts. Thank you. Our next category is Outstanding Artist. Our nominees include a professional ballet dancer and academy instructor, a visual artist and teacher whose works apply different media and collaborations with the literary arts and other visual artists with a unique flair, and a music director who just conducted on this stage a few nights ago. The criteria upon which these candidates were judged include exhibiting creativity, passion, and exemplary performance, and/or has produced works in the arts, is a source of influence and inspiration for other artists, new and established, is recognized by peers and reviewers for excellence and leadership in the field, and also draws attention and recognition to the region. To share the testimonial of our 2022 Artist Honoree, please welcome our 2021 Seefeldt Outstanding Arts Educator, Ben Bernstein, the Director of Orchestras at Prince William County's Charles J. Colgan High School, and board member of the Manassas Symphony Orchestra.
James Villani, the music director and conductor of the Manassas Symphony Orchestra since 2002, began his career as a musician on clarinet and bass clarinet, earning degrees in clarinet performance from Penn State and a Master of Music in Conducting from Northwestern. He has arranged many pieces for orchestras, scored rock musician Bret Michaels' solo piece, and incorporated literature and art into the symphony's annual December holiday concert themes. His seasonal programming addresses cultural equity and inclusion and is thoughtfully planned and prepared a year in advance. By enlisting both emerging and established composers in the symphony's many commissioned works, Villani has championed their creations and brought these new works to life. Bringing in theater artists and community leaders to read the books for the commissioned works has added another layer of influence to another genre of artists. For major works, Maestro Villani studies recordings and scores to hone his skills in conducting. From Leonard Bernstein's score, he guided the musicians into an excellent performance. He studied the history of Florence Price's work and her significance as a major African-American composer, and he researches the cultural nuances of different works and genres. Under his artistic leadership, empowering the all-volunteer symphony, he brought the orchestra from a semifinalist award for community orchestra to the 2015 American Prize for Community Orchestra. When emerging composers and soloists are seeking outlets for their works, it is usually a cold calling situation for them. Not so when Jim's interest is piqued. The symphony has premiered many works, both regionally and globally, because he realizes the potential of the artist and brings them to Manassas. Graduates of music universities audition virtually and come to the Hilton stage as soloists, earning a resume entry, having performed with a nationally recognized orchestra. Jim kept an idea alive from the spring of 2020 when Concerts in the Next Season was canceled, this summer's production of The Sound of Music. He has built a bridge between two community performance groups, the MSO and Prince William Little Theater, to build a massive production that draws on the strengths of members of both organizations. Previously, under his baton, the MSO prepared in collaboration with the Manassas Chorale and dedicated the Brahms Requiem in Memoriam to Virginia delegate Harry Parrish in 2006. Maestro Villani provides a variety of rehearsal techniques and methods for the musicians to woodshed, parts when practicing, building the musical passion and leadership capacity of his orchestra members. He recognizes their potential and gives them opportunities to grow and to shine through opportunities for solos, section leaders, and even conductors. He has also given master classes on conducting to future music educators. Congratulations, Jim.
Master James Villani, please come forward to receive your award. With Ben, our Arts Council Director and MSO Board President, Diane Bennett, and musicians with the Manassas Symphony Concertmaster, Emil Chaitanov, Chris Short, and Susan Bardenhagen to share in this with Jim. Congratulations.
Right here. Right here. It says right here. I'm in charge. So wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you to all of our outstanding artist nominees for enriching the lives of our residents and audiences. The Manassas City Council presented a commendation to the Arts Council at their April 11th meeting, at which event chair Susan Bardenhagen and I had the humble honor to witness. Even though our appearance that evening was live streamed, we wanted to be sure you were a part of this honor too. To recreate the pride and represent their mayor, please welcome to the second stage Vice Mayor Pam Sebreski and Councilwoman Lynn Forkwell Green. With you as their witnesses, Arts Council Directors and Manassas City residents Alice Mergler and Peter Alton will accept the commendation on behalf of the council.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Pam Sebreski. I am fortunate to serve as the Vice Mayor in the City of Manassas, and I feel it quite to be the honor to be here this evening, but I also need to, if you'll bear with me a moment, recognize the other elected people here in the audience from the City of Manassas, because we do believe that the arts are quite important in the City of Manassas. So, starting on my right, I'd like to recognize Councilman Tomosina, Councilman Ralph Smith, in the back, Councilman Mark Wolf. On my left, the Manassas City Treasurer, Patricia Ritchie Folks. And of course, my sidekick for this presentation, Councilwoman Lynn Forkwell Green. Okay, I want to say that it's our privilege tonight to congratulate the Arts Council on their 30-year anniversary, because I believe that we can all recognize the importance that the arts have in making a community what it is. And without it, I don't believe any of our communities would be what they are. So I'm quite honored to be here tonight to recognize the winners, but also all the nominees who contribute every day making our communities better. So with that, we'll get started. Okay, whereas in 1992, the Prince William County Park Authority established the Prince William County Arts Council as an advisory body to promote and support excellence and growth of the greater Prince William area arts community, including Prince William County, Manassas, and Manassas Park, and
whereas the Prince William County Arts Council passionately pursues its stated mission to enlighten and educate audience about the visual, literary, and performing arts in the city of Manassas, Prince William County, and the city of Manassas Park, and
Whereas the Arts Council executes its stated purpose to promote and support the excellence and growth of the arts community through publicity, promotion, organizational development support, and building use coordination. And
whereas the Arts Council has fostered programs, events, and festivals that celebrate the arts in the schools, Harris Pavilion, the Manassas Museum, parks and historic sites, and other venues in the city of Manassas, bringing tourists and visitors to the city. And whereas the Art Council continues to include and engage Manassas City's residents, artists, and staff as directors and members of the council in its 30-year history. And
whereas the Arts Council, over a 25-year history of the Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards for Art Excellence, programs have championed and continued to celebrate the city's artists, educators, volunteers, patrons, business supporters, and arts organizations with honors recognizing their service to our community. And the program event on May 12, 2022 will include volunteers to the Planning Committee and residents of Manassas, its recognition. And now, therefore, I, Michelle Davis Younger, Mayor of the City of Manassas, Virginia, and on behalf of the Manassas City Council, hereby commend and congratulate the Prince William County Arts Council on its 30th birthday year. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Seefeldt and Councilwoman Green.
As a founder of the Arts Council, I'm glad I lived to be 81 so that I could be here for this wonderful program. And I said to Peter, we're not going to say anything. Everybody knows I talk way too much anyway. But I want to say one thing about this wonderful woman, Catherine Seefeldt. I recently published a book called Woodbridge Crew, and it was fascinating to know that when she was a young woman before being chairman of the Prince William County Board of Supervisors, her daughter came home from school one day and said, "I want to row crew." And she was astounded, but had grown up on the water up in the north part of our country and said, "Okay, I will coach." And she learned to be a great crew coach who I was able to interview for the book. And so she has many talents that we aren't even noticing tonight, but we sure are glad she supports the arts. Thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Well, thus far, my count has 30 of you officially getting up to speak and present so far, and I observe many more of you cheering and shaking our honorees and dignitaries' hands. This is all good engagement. However, being from New York, I'd say it's time for a 7-inning stretch. Perhaps you can turn around to marvel at this beautiful hall that just 13 nights ago, at about this time, in this beautiful airspace, international superstar and entertainer Leslie Odom Jr. proclaimed during his concert that he absolutely loved this theater and so enjoyed his tour stop right here in our county, giving a masterclass to the brightest and talented youth from CAPAC, the 2018 Seefeldt Honoree for Arts Organization. Right there, he was, and now you are in the room where it happened, as he sang, "Wait for It." Okay, everyone, Let's get ready for our next award. We're not going to wait for it either. We go from individual artists to a whole organization of artists who will be recognized as the 2022 Outstanding Arts Organization. The criteria include devising special innovative programs in support of the arts, having a history of contributions in specific significant arts programs, being recognized by peers and reviewers for excellence and leadership in the field, drawing attention and recognition to the region. Did you notice that all three of our candidates are organizations devoted to forms of dance instruction and performance? Their classes and productions range from young students to academia to professional dancers and instructors of ballet, modern dance, interpretive tap with costumes and sets and drama and fun. Anyone else invigorated just thinking about all of the steps and movement? On to the testimonial for the 2022 Outstanding Arts Organization with Manassas City Councilman Ralph Smith and Tom Osina.
Founded in 1983, Manassas Ballet Theater, MBT, has grown from being the performing offshoot of a local dance studio into a rapidly expanding professional ballet company with an international reach. Since the transformation into a professional organization in 1997, MBT has grown from a budget of $30,000 to over $1.3 million. With this growth, MBT has become the largest performing arts organization in the Prince William County community. It has become the largest professional performing arts organization based in Northern Virginia. And it is the second largest ballet company in Virginia and is ranked nationally as the 55th largest ballet company in terms of revenue. Manassas Ballet Theater's mission is to improve the quality of life in Northern Virginia by providing accessible and affordable professional ballet performances, educational outreach to the community, and the highest level of training to the serious student. There are 25 adult professional dancers supported by an artistic director, ballet masters, and other technical and administrative personnel. Each season, 4 productions are presented, totaling over 20 performances here at the Hilton Performance Arts Center, this great hall. The Nutcracker often has thousands of audience members in December with over a week of shows. Educational outreach performances have included over 6,000 area public school students. MBT provides a wealth of media coverage and brand awareness to our community. MBT has been featured by many regional, national, and international media outlets, including the Washington Post, CBS News Sunday Morning, BBC Radio, NPR, the Wall Street Journal South Korea edition, Czech TV, and New Zealand television. The Manassas Ballet Theater Orchestra, with over 50 professional musicians, provides the accompaniment to the productions. MBT is one of the few ballet companies, and uniquely so for its size, one of the few ballet companies to provide live musical accompaniment for each and every production, which obviously enhances the audience experience. The Manassas Ballet Academy provides instruction in the Vaga Nova ballet methodology to all levels of students, from the smallest pre-dancer to the aspiring professional, college-bound young adult. The Academy also has its own student performing arm, the Manassas Youth Ballet. They both offer vigorous ballet instructions with point, variations, pas de deux, jazz, character, modern, lyrical, boys class, adult ballet, and so much more. If you have attended the amazing Nutcracker performances, you may have even seen some of your elected officials on stage too. Hint, hint. Congratulations, Mark and Amy. Congratulations, Manassas Ballet Theater, on earning the 2022 Outstanding Arts Organization Award. And congratulations on your soon-to-be 40 years.
Congratulations to the Manassas Ballet Theater. On behalf of the company, please come forward Artistic Director Amy Grant Wolf and Executive Director and Manassas City Councilman Mark Wolf. Congratulations. Yes.
It's hard to be in two places at one time. I'm supposed to say this as they're coming off the stage here. This is also scripted by the Seefeldt Committee, so I'm not interrupting. The committee members have worked on recreating the history of the awardees for the over 25 years of the Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards for Arts Excellence. Ms. Seefeldt shared that in the early years, her colleagues referred to this program as the Kathys. There is another prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award that is only awarded when an individual rises above all 6 honors, and that of the Pioneer Award. In 2008, Miss Amy received this award for all she had done, and continues to do, mind you, through Manassas Ballet Theater. In 2013, Councilman Mark also earned the Pioneer Award for his years of volunteer service to the Prince William County Arts Council, including serving as its chair. So congratulations, my friends. Thank you very much. And Jay, I believe you have some people to invite up to the stage to include in a photo op.
Yes, with your fellow city councilmen, please join Amy and Mark. Dancer Caitlin Frankenfield, ballet master Vadim Slavinsky, and volunteer Jean Marie Komiyithi.
Whatever Mike tells us, we do. Yeah, we've learned.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big award. Let's give them a round of applause, huh?
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations to our nominees for representing well the red petal on our Arts Council logo. All three companies have productions coming up this month, so check your calendars. Now, for another treasure from our Poet Laureate, Kim B. Miller, which incorporates the thoughts and emotions of so many of us when we learn of the losses of 4 artists in our community in the last 7 months. Kim.
Art does not rest. It does not go silent. It lives softly enough to caress every cheek unnoticed. It lives bold enough to break the walls surrounding your soul. Art is an unseen echo that brings fluorescent light to all of our senses, radiating hope. Artists leave, but their footprints stay. Artists leave, but their joy stays. Artists die, but their art lives. Don't erase your memory of their gift. Don't erase the very thing they fought to elevate. If you lose them in your grief, find them in their art. Catherine embraced and supported the arts. She made the blueprint to the arts tangible. She took a thread of passion and made dreams come to life. Catherine danced with happiness and allowed us to be an audience member. Speaking of performance theater, let's talk about Zena. Castaways Repertory Theater lost the captain of their ship. They also gained from her grace and leadership. She directed so many productions. Producing, showcasing talent. She took a vision and made it into concrete visual steps. One last step for Jim. Jim was an Arts Council vice chair. Yes, Jim was also an exquisite artist. He gave rain barrels a sense of purpose. He beautified life with paint. He made art live. Love has not left us. They left us seeds to plant more art. They left us unseen gifts and artistic responsibilities. Make sure art expands. Touch more, heal more. Look for art in all that you have suppressed. Let it out. Caution is not your confidant. Art is. The form you choose, well, that part is up to you. But be gentle, be bold, be you. Expand art in your lungs. Breathe. Have you ever seen a garden of art before? No? Look around. You're blessed to be sitting in one now.
There have been many losses of loved ones in our community and personally in our extended families, especially in the last 2 years. Many of us have celebrations of life occurring or ones on hold to ensure families and friends can be together in person. For our 4 treasured artists, we will honor them tonight with you. Catherine Furr came from a theatrical background in community performances from New York City, where she gained experience on stage and behind stage activities. While living in New York, Catherine worked and trained with the renowned hairstylist George Michael in presenting runway fashion events. Catherine resided in Prince William County for over 40 years, where she had her own salon and was also a business partner in Fur Roofing Incorporated, Woodbridge Academy of Dance, and the Woodbridge Dance Company. She and her daughter, Lucetta Furr Snyder, established Woodbridge Dance in 2004. Catherine was an advocate of the arts in Prince William County, serving on the board of directors of the Arts Council for several terms and volunteering on event committees, including Arts Alive. Jamie Baker, Catherine's niece, and a member of the Woodbridge Dance Board, and Christina Biania, also a board member and Woodbridge Dance Company's representative to the Arts Council. Please come forward. Joined by our 2 arts directors, who also served on the board with Catherine, Ellen Carlton and Debbie Matson. Thank you. Zena Black's first career was with the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Federal Aviation Administration. A colleague sharing that her dedication and passion was appreciated because she challenged her team to answer the tough questions. For her second life, Zena was a visionary artist in the Northern Virginia theater community. In Prince William County, she led the Castaways Repertory Theater as its director and creative force for numerous seasons of productions. Another Prince William County Arts Council theater arts organization, Prince William Little Theater, credits Zena for being instrumental in their success. Zena is remembered for her devotion to theater. She brought joy to her community and had passion for her work in every project she undertook. Her desire to give more to the theater community led Zena to establish Zemfira Stage, a professional theater that had the family feel of community theater. Kathy Sahlberg? Zena was part of your Castaways Repertory Theater family. Leonard Hughes, a dear family friend, is preparing the memorial service and celebration of life for Zena between the 2 performances of Cinderella this Saturday, for which Zena prepared the cast as director. You shared that in the midst of everything, that having been a recipient of a Seefeldt Award as a volunteer in 2016, you know what a wonderful and meaningful event this is. Scott Olson? You stepped up from acting in the Castaways' current production to directing, yet the playbill reads, you are the assistant director to give Zena top billing. Arts Council directors Carrie Lee Carrington and Lynn Godino. Scott and Kathy, please accept this to share with Leonard as a tribute to your dear friend Zena. We will keep her light in our hearts with you. Jim Gallagher was trained as a steam engineer in the U.S. Air Force and continued this career for decades as a building engineer and project manager for the World Bank. He had many interests, including lessons in flying, parachuting, skiing, and scuba diving, soon teaching diving and organizing a club and events. After retiring, he earned an associate's degree in HVAC from Northern Virginia Community College and took art classes too. Thus, his talent was sparked. Jimmy joined the Prince William Art Society and was its president and served as the representative on the Prince William County Arts Council for several terms, most recently 2 terms as the vice chair for nominations. He painted a rain barrel each year as a fundraiser for the Prince William Conservation Alliance and also painted the entrance kiosk at Merrimack Farm Wildlife Management Area in Nokesville. In 2019, James Gallagher was awarded the Seefeldt Pioneer Award for lifetime contribution to the arts. Judy Gallagher. Ken Mearden. Judy was one of Jimmy's scuba diving students who soon after became his wife of 30 years and shared his endeavors in the arts community in Prince William County. Judy, please accept this token of our admiration for Jim from the Arts Council. Not in your program because it just happened quite recently. In 1963, Nancy Hirsch Ingram, a visual artist well known for her portrait painting, was commissioned by Jacqueline Kennedy to paint President Kennedy's family for a classic family portrait that was never to be created that fall of '63. But Nancy's portfolio includes American and international politicians, U.S. cabinet members, chief justices of the Virginia Supreme Court, and many more, including 2 mayors of the city of Manassas. Her artwork can be viewed in permanent collections at the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery and the National Museum of Women in the Arts. Nancy shared that she much preferred creating what she called real paintings, which were found on the walls of her cozy, hidden from the world Manassas home. Nancy was often asked why she chose to stay in Manassas when she could have lived in almost any artist's hub city around the world. She wanted and chose to live here. A special note is that she was a member of the advisory board for George Mason's University Science and Technology campus, where we are all right this moment in Merchant Hall, partially located where Nancy's husband's dairy farm was. Stephen Hirsch, Pat Pate, Patricia Ritchie Folks, Alana Naylor, could you come forward, please? We share in the loss of Stephen's mother and wish to express our sympathy to him. On behalf of the Arts Council, Ilana, Patricia, would you please ensure that Stephen receives this gift and honor from us?
The art's impact on our lives will never end. Thank you, Kim and Susan, for preparing this tribute. As the engraving states on the gift pieces, your light is forever in our hearts. Our next category is Outstanding Business Supporter of the Arts. Financially supporting our artists and organizations ensures the flourishing future of the arts. In addition, the criteria for the candidates include having a significant history of support for the arts in the region or a significant recent showing of support, demonstrating financial sponsorship, partnerships, or creative programming to support the arts, encouraging and inspiring fellow businesses to significantly support the arts. Our nominees include a car dealership in Manassas, which has supported many arts and community initiatives, a corporation in property management, which has facilitated the open space arts space in Stonebridge with more to come, and a media outlet with both print and online coverage and support of the arts in our community. Thank you all for your support of the arts in the greater Prince William region. At this time, I call to our second stage podium the 2021 Seefeldt Awardee for Outstanding Artist, Kathleen Gotthard of Right by the Rails, to read the testimonial for the honoree.
Rebecca Barnes, the founder and publisher of Prince William Living magazine, is passionate about the arts and has been promoting them since she launched the Lifestyle magazine back in 2011. Prince William Living as a media source gives hundreds of thousands of dollars in no-cost support, all while encouraging whole communities to celebrate the arts through her efforts. Each month, Prince William Living magazine features artists and arts groups in the print column on a high note. These are written by professionals and include high-quality images. The glossy print magazine is then distributed to 20,000 homes and businesses in Prince William County, Manassas, and Manassas Park. These articles are also published online and shared through multiple social media profiles, generating an average of 75,000 views per month. In addition, Prince William Living publishes, again at no cost to local artists and art organizations, press releases and calendar events. Many of these are included in email blasts that reach audiences exceeding 50,000 residents. In 2021, Prince William Living featured more than 65 artists and 18 arts organizations. As publisher, Rebecca does not get paid. She does not get paid to produce or distribute the magazine. Yet last year alone, she provided more than $43,000 in free advertising and giveaways for creatives, galleries, venues, schools, and more, all local. A believer in collaboration, Rebecca has established several partnerships with arts groups. One such partnership is with Right by the Rails, the organization of which I am president. We are the Prince William chapter of the Virginia Writers Club. As a small, not-for-profit organization, we operate on a shoestring budget. Rebecca has provided advertising for Right by the Rails in exchange for services from members. The partnership goes beyond a simple trade, though. Participants gain valuable experience in the publishing industry, and Rebecca serves as a mentor, taking time to explain industry trends, introducing new technologies, and pairing members with paid staff to promote learning. Through Prince William Living, Rebecca has also done workshops for the Arts Council on marketing and more. Rebecca does something similar for writing, graphic, and social media interns, providing valuable experience to local students interested in pursuing careers in journalism, graphic design, marketing, and more. Last year, Rebecca took 5 interns under her wing, working more than 40 hours with them and offering a variety of resources. Several of Prince William Living's online columns are written by aspiring authors. Giving these writers a forum, she inspires them to keep writing. When they do publish, she features their books. By offering tools, education, and encouragement, Rebecca helps grow new writers and keeps the literary arts alive. Rebecca's online and in-person initiatives create a spiral of support for artists and arts organizations. Once an artist or organization is featured, they share it with their own communities, creating a ripple effect. This means more individuals and groups reach out to Prince William Living to spread the word about the great work they are doing, which grows the breadth of Rebecca's efforts. Newer publications have seen what Rebecca has started and are beginning to take similar action, creating a vibrant circle of support where the arts can thrive. Thank you for being an excellent business supporter of the arts, Rebecca.
At this time, I call to our second stage podium the 2021 Seefeldt awardee, Rebecca Barnes, founder and publisher of Prince William Living. Please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rebecca. Catherine and Shirley Rice, part of the 2017 team for Novick winning the Business Supporter Seefeldt Award. Our final resolution comes from our founding body, the Prince William County Board of Supervisors. As part of the consent agenda, this was accepted by 2 nights ago at the May 10th meeting, interesting, while the Arts Council was holding its regular Board of Directors meeting on Zoom. Supervisor Victor Angry, Neabsco District, will present to 4 of the Arts Council's appointed directors. Ronnie Krieger for Coles, Kelly Hanekla for Brentsville, Wanda Lee Smith for Neabsco, and myself, Jay Torres from Woodbridge.
You gonna stay up there? Stay up. All right. Good evening, everyone. See fingers. First of all, to the Honorable Kathleen Seefeldt and members of the Arts Council, congratulations on 30 years of the arts. Now, I'm gonna tell you something here. I'm a one-man show tonight, okay? My colleague couldn't join us this evening. However, and good people, I assure you, as a Gemini, which I am, and having slept in a Holiday Inn Express, I can handle this, okay? So I'm going to read this commendation, and we'll proceed from there. So bear with me. Whereas, no, I'm joking. I'll do it all in one. Whereas in 1992, Prince William Park Authority established the Prince William County Arts Council in conjunction with the Prince William County Parks and Recreation to promote the expression, appreciation, and education of the arts in Prince William County, the City of Manassas, and the City of Manassas Park. And whereas in 2018, the Prince William Board of County Supervisors reauthorized the Prince William County Arts Council, adopting the new charter for the Arts Council to serve as an advisory body to the board. And whereas the Arts Council, in conjunction with the county, efficiently work towards a region where people of all ages and communities experience, feel connected to, and value the arts. And whereas the Arts Council, in the heart and soul of artistic opportunities in the county, as it continues to celebrate and support our local artists and the contributions they make to our unique and vibrant community character. And whereas our local artists and arts organizations are recognized locally, regionally, and nationally for their profound work and visual awareness of the cultural strengths of the greater Prince William County region is brought forth. And whereas the arts reflect the diversity of stories of all people and supporting the community through its artistic endeavors, the region thrives on culture, creativity, and inspiring minds. And whereas the Arts Council continuously strives to foster the creation, production, and appreciation for the arts through enlightening and educating audiences about the arts in Prince William County, the City of Manassas, and the City of Manassas Park. And whereas the Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards for Arts Excellence was established for 25 years ago by the Prince William County Arts Council to recognize and celebrate the artists, arts organizations, volunteers, educators, and businesses that build upon and preserve Mrs. Seefeldt's legacy of public service and advocacy for greater growth and development in Prince William County. And whereas members of the Prince William County Arts Council, representing dance, theater, music, literary, and visual arts organizations, to name a few, and joined by community supporters and municipal officials for the presentations of the Kathleen K. Seefeldt Awards on May 12, 2022 at the Hilton Performing Arts Center on the George Mason University Science and Technology campus in Manassas. Now, therefore be it resolved that the Prince William Board of County Supervisors hereby congratulates Kathleen K. Seefeldt on her continuous service for the imprint she leaves upon the greater Prince William area's cultural arts. Be it further resolved that the Prince William Board of County Supervisors hereby celebrates the 30th birthday of the Prince William County Arts Council as it continues building on its years of contribution to the thriving community of local artists and visitors and its contributions to the advancement of the arts for many years to come.
Thank you, Supervisor Angry. Our final category for the 2022 Seefeldt Awards is the newest to the program. When the Grammys began celebrating arts teachers in 2013, the council thought this was an important piece for us to include. We aligned the criteria with the Grammys for the candidate as follows. Conveys a depth of knowledge and delivers creative presentations to engage students while cultivating a learning experience reflected in measurable and immeasurable achievements. Influences students and the community beyond the classroom and inspires students to have a lifelong love of the arts. Our nominees include an elementary art teacher who cross-cuts other subjects in her teaching, a professional ballet dancer who presents classical ballet to her students and audiences, a ballet master who choreographs for his company and teaches the dancers, a music director who teaches both his musicians and their audiences, and a high school fine arts department chair who forges partnerships with businesses' supporters. I welcome to the stage, the second stage, Prince William County School Board member Lily Jesse, who will share the testimonial for our awardee.
Dr. Laura Cherry is the art specialist at Fannie W. Fitzgerald Elementary School. She was nominated for Outstanding Art Education Award by a fifth grade classroom teacher at her school. In addition to being an art teacher, she has taught art therapy, art education, studio art, and art history courses at Elizabeth City State University, Florida State University, and the University of Louisville. She also served as director of the art therapy program. She has also served as an adjunct faculty member at Emporia State University in Kansas. Now, at this point, I'm supposed to say something to the audience about my role as an educator. And when I read this bio, I was amazed and just honored, because she shares a passion that I shared as a principal, but she is also at Fannie Fitzgerald Elementary School. I don't know if you know the story of Fannie Fitzgerald, but Fannie Fitzgerald was one of 4 African-American teachers who were overnight moved into all-white schools in Prince William County to integrate Prince William County schools, and it was done very successfully. A week or so ago, we honored Leslie Odom, but we also honored a lady by the name of Denise McPhail. Denise McPhail sent a letter to my office, and she said, I would like to name Fannie Fitzgerald School, a school in her honor. She sent it to 100 people. I was one of the people, there was only one of us, maybe 2 of us, who actually responded. I cannot believe that tonight I have the honor of having a teacher from Fannie Fitzgerald School be named for this honor. Mrs. Fitzgerald and her daughter, who was Benita Fitzgerald, was a gold medal winner. The school is on Benita Fitzgerald Drive. That's the history. It was Denise McPhail and I who were honored to name that school. And we always felt that we were picked. There was something about this whole event happening that the 2 of us would get together and name this school. And I walked into the auditorium tonight, and there sat Irene Cromer. Irene Cromer, please stand. Irene Cromer. I did not know the history of Fannie Fitzgerald. Irene Cromer pulled all the history together for us to name that school. And then they asked me to share my relationship as a principal, a school board member. And I was a principal for 20 years at Elizabeth Vaughn Elementary. And you get these behavior issues in classrooms. So one of the statements would be, Mrs. Jesse, come down and talk to this kid. He's doing nothing. And my reply was, what is he doing when he's doing nothing? And they would say, what? What is he doing when he's doing nothing? Is he staring at the walls? What is he doing? And they would say, he's playing in his desk. And guess who was playing in his desk? The artists. You would always find these kids who were auditory learners. So I am honored to recognize Dr. Cherry. Now, believe it or not, she's done some other things. Laura is an authority on multicultural anti-racial art education, cross-cultural art therapy programming with children with multiple disabilities, an art teacher in Title I school. She has published several articles and chapters on these topics. Over the past 20 years, Laura has facilitated dozens of international service learning experiences through which art therapy students work with children with special needs in minority populations. During these overseas experiences, the graduate students also explore issues of race, culture, and dispossession. Laura worked tirelessly and provided art materials for those who did not have access to art experiences in our school. Since 2008, Dr. Cherry has been volunteering with the After School Art Project at Fannie Fitzgerald. This year's art supplies were donated by Crystal and Alan Johnson, realtors. Dr. Cherry and her husband have supplied to students with snacks and pizzas for dinner every art club meeting on Wednesday night, expending few funds from the school. Dr. Cherry and her family organized fundraisers and used their personal funds in early days of the pandemic to provide individual art supplies to students, creating art kits that the families could pick up from school while working remotely. Her colleagues stated in her nomination, "It has been an honor to work alongside this phenomenal art teacher and inspirer." Fannie Fitzgerald would be very pleased to know this. When Fannie before she passed away, she had lost her memory. And I had to take her to lunch and drop her off at the nursing home. And she had forgotten our relationship and how Denise and I had worked with her on the school naming. And she got out of my car. She headed towards the door. She came back to my car. And she said, "Roll down the windows." I rolled down the windows. And she said to me, "Do you know that they named a school in my honor, Lily?" I feel that Denise and I were picked to name Fannie Fitzgerald's the school in Fannie's honor. And Dr. Cherry, you were picked. She would be so proud to know that a teacher in her school is being honored tonight. I present to you Dr. Laura Cherry. Congratulations.
Lily Jesse is joined by school board member Lori Williams, teachers from Fannie Fitzgerald Elementary School, fifth grade teacher Tara Little, and MSO's musician who teaches strings at Fitzgerald, Emil Chaitanov. Congratulations, Dr. Shovel.
Update, I believe we have another school board member from Prince William County in the house. Ms. Wall? Come on up, please.
Come on up. As a parent and a lifelong student of the arts, I wish to especially commend all of the arts educator nominees this evening. Your passion is a gift to our future. Thanks for your service. Okay, we're only halfway through the program. Our finale will rival those presented on this stage multiple times in its 12 years. Virginia delegates to the General Assembly, Elizabeth Guzman, Michelle Maldonado, and Brianna Sewell, Manassas School Board member Lisa Stevens, and Manassas Park Associate Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, Pam Calso, please come to our second staging area. That's what artists do. We improvise. At this time, will all of our 2022 nominees please come forward down the aisles toward the stage right audience, audience left and stage left audience right, forming two gentle lines. No worries, we're not doing a Cecil B. DeMille production. Although with all of the talent in this room, we probably could without a dress rehearsal. By the way, folks, there wasn't one for this evening's production, but how do we think we did so far? Huh? I will introduce a presenter and announce names for each representative as they present the certificates. Michelle Maldonado. Divine Inspiration Center of the Arts creator, Caprice Piper. James Villani of the Manassas Symphony Orchestra. John Wooten of the Clearbrook Center of the Arts. Anastasia Podorsky of J.G.B. Smith. Our next presenter, Pam Calso, will be presenting to Lukman Ahmad, Keisha Wilson for the Manassas City Ad Hoc Arts Group, Sarah Ordway of the Ordway Conservatory of Classical Ballet, and the Woodbridge Dance Company's Christina Fienia. Come on down. Elizabeth Guzman, Dr. Lori Sherry of Fannie Fitzgerald Elementary School. Lynn Godino of the Lake Ridge Chorale, Kelly Hanaclaw of Minor Miracles, April Siders of Miller Toyota, now, there used to be a commercial on TV about Toyotas. If you got struck by a Toyota, you're supposed to say, "Oh, what a feeling." Presenter Lisa Stevens. Presenting to Jan and Peter Alton. John Hart for Prince William Living's founder and publisher. Rebecca Barnes. Sarah Weaver of Osborne High School could not attend this evening, but Ms. Stevens, will you deliver her certificate, please? Brianna Sewell, presenting for Manassas Ballet Theater. Amy and Mark Wolf. Ballet Master Vadim Slavitsky. Ballet dancer Caitlin Frankenfield. Company volunteer Jean Marie Comethia. Ladies and gentlemen, may we have a standing ovation for our artists and community leaders, please. Thank you to all of our elected officials and public servants who became members of our thriving arts community here in Manassas Park, Manassas and Prince William County this evening. There is a membership category for all of you, just saying. July 1st, you can sign up as a friend or family supporter of the arts. Thank you for everyone for being part of this production. Thank you to the Seefeldt Program Planning Committee, who you will identify with their corsages and boutonnieres of white roses, to the Hilton Center staff for allowing us to go off script, and especially to Ms. Kathleen Seefeldt for her legacy in championing us on to the next 30 years and infinity and beyond. This evening is not over. Please, smoothly make your way from either exit point to the Did-Lake Grand Foyer for our dessert reception, and join me on the red carpet with the Class 2022 Class of Seefeldt honorees. Please gather down front for final pose photos. Thank you, and bring your awards with you.